What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of GH. The actress who played Willow, she did a phenomenal job. Like, she really did. Because Willow is tripping. Like, Willow is having a complete meltdown. Like, she came over to Carly's house knocking on the door like she was Jehovah's Witness. Just boom, boom, boom. Carly was like, what the hell? Coming up in there, I want to see my kids. I left Drew. I want to see my kid. Calm down. Carly was like, yeah, you need to relax. Like, the kids shouldn't be seeing you right now. No, I want to see my kids. I want to see the kids. I left Drew. We're not getting married. I dumped him. I want to see the kid. Carly was like, yo, Carly had to literally put her up towards a mirror and was like, look at you. You got tear-stained cheeks. Your mascara is running. You're acting, nutty. The kids can't see you right now. Not like this. And I totally agree with Carly. But Willow was not trying to take no for an answer until Michael came up in there. Michael had to drag her up out of there. Because Wiley heard her because she come in through the house all yelling. So Wiley heard her. And Carly had to shield him, and keep him back. Willow was tripping. Like, she was like, oh, me and you, we can get back together again. I'll come back to you. No, Michael said, that ship has sailed. He was like, absolutely not. She was like, oh, I dumped Drew, so you have to let me see the kids. It doesn't work like that either. No, he does not have to let you see the kids. Michael handled that very well because he was like, listen, we still got to follow the court orders. We still got to follow the court rules. He told her, the kids cannot see you like this. Look how you're behaving. Look at you. You're a mess. Like, you're going to scare the hell out of the kids. Like, no, they shouldn't see you in this condition. Like, homegirl just was not having it. Like, she just crying all up in the window. Just, I'm like, Willow, go. You're embarrassing yourself. You acting loony. And Rick and Liz pop up to get her the hell up out of there because they was like, come on, you got to go. She was like, I want to see my kids. Liz was like, listen, if you want, I could bring you back here tomorrow if you feel that's best once you calm down, once you get some rest. Like, Liz definitely stepped up. Once they got her back to Liz's house, Liz is better than me because she couldn't stay in my house. I'm just saying. She couldn't stay with me because homegirl is just off. Because now she talking about, she ain't got no place to go. She can't go back to Drew. She has no other place to go. That's your fault. I when I tell you I don't feel an ounce of sympathy for Willow, I don't. That's her fault. She doesn't have a place to go. You literally bounced from home to home. You went from the Quartermain Gate house to Nina house to Drew house instead of buying your own home or getting an apartment for yourself. Like, that was the time when her and Michael was going through what they were going through. That was the time for her to get her place together. She was letting Drew control everything, listening to every word and moving in with him. Now you have no place of your own to go to. That's your fault. So Liz was like, you can stay with me as long as you need. Liz is way more generous than I would have been. I'm just saying, because that's a no. You can stay with me for the night, but you need to go find yourself a motel room the next day. Like, you ain't about to bring this drama to my doorstep. And she needs therapy because she's not getting it. Like, Willow was not getting it at all. Like, she wasn't comprehending anything being said to her, just nothing. Like, just totally was not understanding. It was just crazy to watch. Like, she was having a full-blown meltdown. Like, Willow, honestly, homegirl is completely just unhinged. Like, she's so unstable. She's not getting it. Like, she's sitting there talking about something, oh, why would Michael keep my kids from me? He explained to you why. Like, she needs a court-appointed therapy session, a few of them. Because Michael is getting to that level now. He's at that point where he's like, I don't even want Willow around the kids. Like, period. Like, he's getting to that level now. After seeing her outburst, like, mind you, she had an outburst when she lost custody. Now you're having another one. She is not fit to be around those kids, and Liz know it. Liz can see it. She's having a mental break. She's having a complete meltdown, and she needs some time. Like, she needs some good therapy. And Michael needs to go to court. I would go to court and, talk to the judge and be like, listen, she had another meltdown at the house. Wiley was there. I would get her visitation pushed back another 6 months until she gets therapy sessions and she completes her therapy or shows signs of improvement. And then we could talk about supervised visitation. But other than that, absolutely not. No. Homegirl is crazy. Like, she tripping big time. Because she doesn't even realize, like, she's going through her own little mental situation. She's not even realizing how much she's damaging her own children. Wiley's there listening to her cry and yelling, and you know what I'm saying? That's traumatizing to him. He keeps asking questions, and Michael and Carly have to keep sitting him down, having these conversations with him, trying to explain things to him as best they can. That's not good. That is not good. She does not need to be around them kids right now. Not for a while. Nope. Homegirl is just all over the map. So anyway, moving on from that. Nina was happy as shit that secret is out. Like, I ain't gonna say she was happy, but it's like a sigh of relief for her. It's like a weight been lifted. Because she wasn't even mad at Curtis for telling her secret. She just glad that it's done, it's over. She just wished that she would have told it a long time ago. My thing is with Curtis too, I don't see how this is gonna fully help Portia in the long run. I feel like him outing that secret to Willow, I think it's only gonna back Drew off temporarily. Because he still has that secret in his back pocket whenever he want to use it. It's not going away. I feel like Curtis needs to have a contingency plan. Like, he needs to make sure that situation is handled completely. Like, never to be brought up again. Even if it is brought up at some point, there's no evidence of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Curtis needs to work on. Because I feel like this is a temporary victory for him and Portia. Very temporary. And he needs to come up with a plan B to eradicate this shit permanently. Obrecht is super funny. Obrecht was at that bar getting her life. Like, she was so happy this wedding didn't go through. Like, when Jason came and sat next to her at that bar, she was telling him about some of the stuff that happened. She was like, how Willow was talking about, did you sleep with my mother? Yo, Obrecht had me on the floor. She was living for this kind of mess. Until they had to get into the heavy subject of Britt. Honestly, if Albright is playing these, she really knows that Britt is alive. She's one hell of an actor. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because she was piling on thick about how, she sees Britt everywhere she go and she misses her and all that type of stuff. And I started to question. I'm like, does she really know if she's alive or not? Because I was trying to see if she knew. Because, Obrecht probably do know. She's a good lie. Like, she been around the block. She could lie with the best of them. But I feel like Jason got a lot out of that conversation with her. Because when Obrecht mentioned how Britt was cremated, I feel like that was confirmation to him that Britt not dead. Because he started researching, because he remembered the bag that Britt was carrying. He started researching that resort and all that type of stuff. He gonna go there looking for her. Oh, Jason is on the hunt. Because Britt was there, looking through the bag and stuff, looking through the files for Dalton or whatever. I don't know what they up to. But she was also looking at the nurse's ball stuff, and she was just laughing her ass off at Tracy being arrested at the nurse's ball. She was like, damn, that boy don't never disappoint. And then she was injecting herself with something. I wonder if that medicine she was injecting herself, I wonder if it keeps her disease at bay. You know what I mean? Because remember, she had Huntington's disease. So I wonder if that helps it, to keep her around. Then she even got a massage. She had a masseuse up in there, and the masseuse, he was trying to give her a happy ending. He was like, "Oh, roll over, I can make you happy." I said, oh, oh, he trying to get the cooch. I said, okay. But Britt wasn't in the mood for all that. She said, no, you can go. Like, she wasn't in the mood for no happy ending tonight. I said, shit, you ought to took it. Them masseuses, them masseuses, they be freaky. Let me tell you something. You go to them little massage parlors, they be definitely trying to give you a happy ending. I'm just saying. You gotta, not all of them do it, but you know, quite a bit do it. And some of them, they don't advertise it naturally, but you know, I think you could request it and they'll do it. But then when she was in bed and stuff, she was saying goodnight mother. So I'm wondering though if her mother really does know she alive. I'm wondering that. I would think she would. You know what I mean? Because I don't think she would sit around pretending to be dead and stuff and not tell her mother. But I still wonder, was she working off Dalton at this point? So anyway, moving on from that. Alexis and Christina. They could sit there and smirk all they want to. This plan of theirs is so dumb. Like, Christina's whole plan is stupid. Because Alexis is confident that the blackmail is over. Or it's going to be over. Because she was telling Christina how Ava wanted to meet with her separate from Rick. And Alexis thinks that's a good thing. I'm like, ma'am, you do realize they can blackmail you separately, right? They don't have to do it together. Like, you're not out of the woods on this. Like, this whole plan is stupid. Like, what does breaking up Rick and Ava accomplish? Like, what exactly does that do? The blackmail is still going to be there. You're still going to have to cut a check. So, I don't know what they smirking and smiling, thinking that they got one over on Rick and Ava, because I'm like, you really didn't. You ain't win anything. Like, this plan is dumb. Okay? Just dumber than dumb. And she messing up her own sister happiness for a stupid plan that's not going to get you any closer to being free. Like, come on now. Because Molly started to believe it. She was like, oh, she felt like Cody is a con man or whatever. But I'm like, what is he conning you for? You ain't got no money. Like, you're not a millionaire. So what exactly is he conning out of you? Obviously, he genuinely liked you. So she working on the new characters for her book or whatever. And it looks to me like she was going to base a character around Cody, but now she's doing the opposite. She's doing a whole different character now. Like, a character who's completely opposite of Cody. She want that man bad. Molly definitely want him, and it's sad that she allowing Christina to poison her mind towards him. So anyway, moving on from that. Tracy and Cody were funny as hell. Like, he really got her looking at his back to see if he got some type of mole up there. Because remember, Molly said, oh, you got a irregular mole. You might want to go get that checked out. Tracy said, you ain't got nothing on your back. Yo, that is super funny. And then, of course, they get bombarded with Martin and Drew. I would have paid $1 million that I don't have to watch Drew and Martin climb over a wall. Because that's how they got on the property. I would have loved to see Martin climbing a wall. That shit would have been funny. Drew is so dumb. Like, why would he think that Willow would come to the mansion? I mean, I know he knows that she ain't really got nowhere else to go, but to the mansion? Why would she go to the Q mansion? Why would anybody in the Q family welcome her back to the house? I doubt Monica or Tracy would even allow her to stay there after everything that's happened. But Drew was so insistent that she must be there. Tracy was like, whatever, go look for her. Tracy was funny as hell. Her and Cody was having a time. When they found out that Willow left him at the altar, they were laughing their ass off. That shit was funny. Tracy is hilarious. But Drew is so stupid. He takes no accountability. Now he wants to hear him blame Nina for the destruction of his relationship with Willow. Like, dude, take some accountability. Like, him and Willow are two peas in a pod. They just refuse to own up to anything. Blaming this one, blaming the other one. No, they blame everybody but the two people who did it. Them. That's crazy. Yuri need to be fired. Like, that's my dude, but he need to be fired. They need to tighten up security around here. Like, people just in and out the property. You know, like, that is just crazy. And Martin sitting over here asking Yuri all these questions about Monica. Talking about, oh, has she had a lot of visitors lately? He only asking those questions because of what was in that damn letter. That's why he asking those questions. Like, trying to be nosy. I would keep on him because he definitely a shifty one. Because Martin gonna try to seize any opportunity. Any opportunity to make a coin, Martin gonna try to seize it. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Peace.